For those who don't know, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, Dallas, Texas, Too Official. It's plain and simple. I'm from Dallas, Too Official the name.
Right. Why the name Too Official?
Well, honestly, shoot, people in school really came up with it. Well, I said it one time, and before I know it, like my birthday came, the female got me a beanie made, and it said Too Official on it. And I was like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna really stick with that. So I ain't know what name I was gonna go with. Okay. So I just stuck with that.
Tell everybody where we at.
Right now we're in Good Haven Apartments on High Hill, a little bit outside of downtown Dallas, you know what I mean? Really towards Oak Cliff, slightly on the edge of South Dallas, you know.
Okay, so this is where you grew up or what?
So I grew up half and half. So I started off in South Dallas in Turner Courts projects. Then we moved around a little bit, then they tore down them projects, you feel me? Then we moved over here in this area, and so just been in these apartments pretty much ever since. So I was a little boy over there, then I became a man pretty much like, you know, on this side.
So how old were you when you moved over here?
Like 12 or 13, something like that, yeah.
So what high school you went to?
Ville, it's right down the street too, Roosevelt High.
Okay. Did you play sports?
Yeah, first middle school, started out playing football. I started tripping on my grades, to be honest with you. Got caught up into stuff or whatever, just realizing what's really going on in this world. You know, at that time, it's like adolescence, people started making moves and decisions.
Right.
So before I know it, I ended up starting back hooping when I got in high school. But I was good, you know what I mean, level-headed by then, so.
So what you get into? Don't sugarcoat. What was the decisions that needed to be made that you was making?
I mean, just how you gonna eat? You know what I mean? If you want to do something, like if your mama ain't got the money to go, you know what I mean, make that happen. I want the Jordan just like everybody else got them, but she can't afford them. She a single mama, got 3 kids, so I'm finna find some way to go get them. Like, you get tired of getting laughed at, honestly. Like, if you at school or something like that, and out here in Dallas, they gonna fire you up.
Okay, and you was how old when you decided that?
Like 13,
okay.
Right, like 7th grade.
And how was you eating?
I mean, getting active in the streets.
Getting active in the streets?
I'd rather just say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so when did you start taking rap serious? If you was playing basketball, when did rap just come into mind?
Well, I wanted to rap when I was a freshman because I started freestyling with people in the crib. You know, like just how everybody be just having ciphers or whatever, this and that. And then they was rapping. I wasn't even trying to get into ciphers. I like to just listen, but I finally went ahead and jumped in one day after they kept on telling me do it. And I killed it one day. And then before I know it, the next time I just did it again. They went crazy. So I was like, hold on, bro. And they like, bro, you really hard. I'm like, man, y'all better quit playing.
So you wasn't practicing at home or nothing? You just jumped in one time and you was good?
Just, like, coming up, I used to play with my brother sometime. He used to like just bang on something or whatever. He used to rap, but I never like just had it in my mind like I'm over here practicing to try to be a rapper. Right. It was just fun because my brother, he over there, you know what I mean? Just listening to music all the time, playing games with him. It just went from there, like.
Okay, you was how old when you found out you was good freestyling and stuff?
Oh, 15. 15, that's when I started taking it serious too. Almost immediately, I just started seeing the difference when I wanted to do that.
Right.
But in the midst of me doing that, like I said, I wasn't having, and I was trying to slow down and chill, because you know, you get caught up too many times. I don't like seeing my mama cry, honestly. So I was really trying to just do things the right way, try to wait. I was right around the corner so I can give me a regular 9-to-5 job. But before I knew it, I mean, it was like I still wasn't having, so that's when I started hooping, you know, and I had some friends or whatever that were like, you know what I mean, messing with me tough or whatever to help me make sure that I could hoop. Then we doing that for a minute. Then when I was 17, like that summer, that's when I met Cash Money. So in the midst of that happening, I was going to school, ended up going to school with one of their cousins, McMahon cousins specifically. And shoot, he just heard about me freestyling in there or whatever, you know, it was getting competitive. I was a freshman at first, like a couple years before. By then, I had built a little buzz, like just around the neighborhood and things of that nature. So he was like, hey bro, you know, like one of them my cousins or whatever, this and that. I was like, bro, that's what's up. Before I know it, he asked me if I wanted to go meet him. I honestly didn't really believe it at first. Cause you know, you hear a lot of like dreams like that, at least I have, where it's like, yo, we can go do this, but yeah. But then we actually met him, and that's when I really took it for real. I stopped hooping and everything. I was like, yeah, let's get it, bro.
What grade is this?
I was like a junior.
Okay, and then where did you go meet him and stuff?
So at a concert. So
in Dallas?
Yeah, at the Jackson Pavilion. Matter of fact, which is like at the Fair Park. So they had a show. Wayne was on tour for the America's Most Wanted tour, and of course, bro had tickets. My homie had tickets or whatever. So we went and things of that nature. We actually watched the show from like a fan perspective, but he started texting back and forth. The messages were getting slow. Well, you know, I'm like, man, I don't even care no more. Like if we actually go back there and meet them. But then I was just like, God, if I'm supposed to meet these folks and we're supposed to do something, then let's do it. Before I know it, we get a text. They're like, yo, as soon as the show over, we're gonna send somebody out there to get y'all, and that's what they did. And then so we just went backstage from then, like, you know, where everybody was T.I., 2 Chainz. It was everybody there.
Right.
It was live.
And then what happened when you met them? And what was the atmosphere like with all of those celebrities?
Man,
you know, you never met none of them. They was popping at the time. They was all in their prime at that time.
We talking about lit. So like, first we go back there and it's like they end up closing the gate right behind us where the tour buses and stuff are. So as we go through there, like it's a dude named Prif who the one who came out to come get us. So he walked us or whatever to the tour bus. As we getting on, it's like a curtain. So he go first and he just like, y'all come on. So I'm like, oh, all right, man, let's do it. So I'm getting up. Remind you, I looked up to them like heavy. And you know what I mean? And Wayne is like him and Pac are my top 2 all time. So I'm like, okay, bet, let's do it. So he opened up the curtain and I see Mac Main sitting down. I'm just like, oh, snap. You know, before you know it, I get on there, he approach us, we shake hands. I ended up just start freestyling. They taking pictures, people stopping listening. So it's just like the vibe is hot. Plus I start freestyling about like they projects, this and that, to let them know like I'm really off the top. So, you know, before I know it, we met Birdman and all the extra stuff or whatever too, so.
Okay, and how did they react to you freestyling?
They was like, hold on, bro, like you lit. Like the first, they listening to me, they not knowing if it's written or not, and I can see it on their face. So that's when I started mentioning everything else, and they look like, boy, like what you mean? Like you, okay. So he started trying to get us to go to the clubs and things of that nature and meet them there. I was young. They laughed at us and everything. They were like, how old are they? I was like, bro, 17. They all bust out laughing like, boy, how y'all gonna get in? But we end up, you know what I mean? Like it's cousin, we, you know, made some things happen. So.
Okay, and then any contact after that?
For sure. Yeah, still running to him. Like that same night, Stunner, we ended up seeing him outside because he was out there taking pictures with fans. He had his tour bus outside of that gate. We went over there, and they were just like, oh shoot, y'all with us, so you good. But he ain't know he over there taking pictures. So when I approached him, he like, you ready? I was like, I ain't come here to take no picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he ain't know that. And I said, bro, I came here to rap. And he was just like, well, all right then, bro, like, what's up? So I freestyle. So as the fans, they waiting to take their picture. They see me rapping. They, oh, snap, like somebody rapping. Before you know what, punchlines again. They get the oohing. So they like, oh shit, boy, I need you to meet Tez, whatever. You know what I mean? That's Wayne manager. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then we just meet with each other whenever they down here. And if I know about them being here and we contact them, you know what I mean? They just set that up.
Right. Okay. Now, do you know if it could go further than that, or what will be necessary to make it go further?
Well, I want to get out the mud like them. I had a conversation with them, and I was just like, bro, y'all rich gang for real. And I was like, bro, I used to want to sign to them when I was like really young, like when I was first started 15 and stuff like that. But then I started looking at it from a Master P point of view. Like, they did that, bro, right out the trunk, selling millions of records. I'm finna do that too. So that's where I'm still at today. If I get offers, I mean, that's cool and all, but once I had people like Madaku Chinwa, which is a Grammy Award winner, he like, you know what I mean, showed me just different things. Like, bro, you can really do all this yourself. You ain't even got to sign away everything that you got for this little petty change that they're finna give you 100, 200, maybe 300,000. So, you know, we just focus on it.
Okay, so in your mind right now, what's your formula to get it out the mud? Like, how you plan on approaching it?
Dedication, hard work, consistency, making sure we give the people like this work. In this day and time, it's like you got to make sure that you are present in many different kind of ways. You're in the entertainment industry, you know? So it's like just making sure that we got the best content, that we can supply everybody and not put out some half-ass work, because if we do, people are gonna keep on scrolling past you. Before you know it, they don't see no value to you. So we just gotta make sure that we create and maintain value. Just honestly.
Okay, do you even plan on signing a deal, or what would be the ideal deal for you to sign? Like, what's gonna be the one where you like, oh yeah, I want that one?
A JV, with a joint venture is what they call them. A JV, that's at the maximum, like, which is pretty much you partner up with them, you know, like with another. It could be like a distribution deal, pretty much like with a company and stuff like that. But as far as signing over like publishing and all this extra stuff, like, no, we ain't doing that.
So why the JV?
Because it's like they have access to things that other artists may not be able to have because they've been here and they got those, you know, their network is heavier and more strong. And a lot of times if you go like trying to do business with different like companies, and they really won't mess with you unless you got like some type of label to, you know, pretty much like get you in the door. No, they got the plug. Do I write? Yeah, I write too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, with the project that you just dropped, the Locked In Forever, did you write on there?
I did write some.
But some of it is freestyle?
A lot of it, honestly.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So why you prefer the freestyle over the writing?
Because it's an adrenaline.
Okay.
And you catch that vibe and that flow, and you hear something hot that you like, oh, I gotta keep this going. And your mind just start racing just 100 miles per hour.
Now, when you say freestyle, do you mean in the sense like you just going on the track, going, or do you mean like they playing the beat, you say something, he might stop, and then you just gonna add on top of it?
I'm talking about punch me in, bro, and then like if he press play, we gonna go until I stop. And then if it's like if I had stuttered on something, all right, then we're gonna scratch that, then we're gonna, you know what I mean, start over, or just like, you know what I mean, from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then back to when you said like you start getting a little buzz in the neighborhood. What was that buzz? Like, how could you tell that you was buzzing around your town or in your neighborhood?
What's up, superstar?
Okay.
I see you, boy. I hear you. Did what you got going on. Hey, bro, spit that rap again. Like, bro, I can't remember that. Like, we were just having fun. You know what I'm saying?
So you would just be outside rapping?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the time, yeah, we just on the porch with it.
Okay.
Me and my partners just getting live. And that's actually how I ran across the Grammy Award winner too. Sitting on the porch or whatever, he was visiting somebody and he ended up passing me by. I was like, yo, what's that you got going on? He ain't hear me cuss or nothing. So he was like, bro, that's impressive. So he just wanted to keep hearing it, and so, you know.
Okay. And then when did you drop your first tape? Like, that means it was really serious when you dropped your first project. You say you got serious when everybody was hyping you up about the freestyle, but like, when did you get serious about your career?
It was like, I always, to me, been serious about it, but I had my limitations, like from the resources that I had or didn't have. So it was like, I always took it serious, but I mean, I always been trying to piece these pieces together. But I say I've been able to really get in here and get serious actually now. Like now is where it's where we really like, oh snap, okay, we got the resources, bro, let's go in instantly. That's what we on.
Any major, I guess, setbacks that you can talk about?
Yeah, I wouldn't say setbacks, but some things that changed the plan. Pretty much like when my mother, she was like, the doctor told her that pretty much that she couldn't work, she had to go get surgery, etc. She ain't had no health insurance and things of that nature. So what I had to do was I was actually gonna go to PV and go to college, and I chose not to go there because I wanted to make sure mama was straight. So I had to go and take care of her and, you know, just pretty much do all that. So that was one major thing. Then I had a sister who almost passed, so I had to help out with my niece and things of that nature. So it was just like events like that that just kept on prolonging me trying to put my bread into my craft, you know.
Your mama good now?
She good now. Yeah.
How do you feel about social media and artistry and how they correlate?
I mean, in this day and age, of course, it can help you really well. You know, it's something that could do for you. But these internet fans, they will switch on you.
Right.
Like one day they're on your side, and they hear somebody got the upper advantage at that moment or that second, they over there with them. So it's like they run back and forth. I honestly don't like the internet, period.
So do you feel like you got a certain approach to it? Since you know that about social media and the internet, do you have a certain approach to that?
I don't be thinking about it too much.
No.
I don't be thinking about it too much. Just be like, because I know these people gonna switch back and forth. For blog posts me or something like that, I used to read comments some people I used to see them, like it's a lot of people showing love, but you know you got people that's gonna be showing hate. And as soon as you click on their page, they got like either 0 followers and they following 2,000 people, or it's somebody who got a link in their bio that SoundCloud. Like, you mad because they ain't posting you and they posting me. So it just be different kind of stuff like that I'll be seeing going on. Cause then later on they gonna jump in your inbox. Hey bro, let's make some music. I seen you on there. Bro, I seen you up under there talking like, you know what I mean?
How do you feel about the state of hip hop right now?
It's saturated. But I also feel like it's in a good space too though. As far as like, the good is gonna always rise and be above, I feel like. And if somebody is making it, only thing I can do is salute them. Because if you was able to make your situation happen for you, then that's fire, bro. That's live. Like, I can't do nothing. I can't be like, bro, I rap better than him. Ooh. Man, he made his situation happen. That's how I look at it.
Okay, so where do you feel like you fit in hip hop right now? Like, what are you bringing to the table different from, or that you know like needs to be heard and know that needs to be a part of hip hop right now?
The truth.
How so?
The truth.
You feel like they the truth?
No, I'm saying I feel like I'm bringing truth to hip hop. Besides, just a lot of like lies and things of that nature that be going on and being told. Like, I just had a conversation with somebody the other day, and I had to unfollow a lot of rappers because I started thinking about situations they was in that they rapped about, that if you tried them this kind of way, they was gonna react this kind of way. And the fact that they didn't react that kind of way, it really made me think about, like, bro, I can't be following or listening to you. You ain't even living it. You know, it's kids who look up to these folks and individuals, and they listen to such and such rap about this, and I'm like, shoot, bro, I might need to go get it like him. He done came up, he got these M's, these cars, etc. And I'm like, bro, I can't support it no more. Like, okay.
Who do you listen to then, or who do you support?
I support Too Official.
Nobody else? I know you listening to somebody.
Nah, I listen to other people. I like Young Boy. Hold up. I like people from my city first. Okay. That's what we finna speak on. Forget everything else. Dallas need to be put on. Okay. I'm rocking with Yellow Beezy. I'm rocking with Trap Boy. I'm rocking with shoot, I always forget niggas' names, no lie. Whoever is underground, bro, tag yourself up under this if you hot. Shit, how about that? Like, you know what I mean? I'm rocking with the city. I'm rocking with Dallas.
Okay. And then why the name Locked In Forever?
There's two sides to it. Locked in far as your focus, like being locked in on that, but also feeling locked in as a form of like it's hard to get out because Dallas is a tough city. Feel like crabs in the bucket.
Gotcha. Okay, and then anything else that you want to touch on as far as the Locked In Forever project?
I mean, it got many, of course, various emotions, feelings. When I say I was bringing truth to hip hop, it's me talking from like a point of view of coming from the mud, like bad side, good side. You know what I mean? Not like that. Days was always bad. Some days was great. Not to say, you know what I mean? Some days when I'm having, some days when I'm not. Also touch on emotions from a disappointed point of view. Also from a like I'm happy type point of view. Whereas if it's me talking about a female, and I talk about that, and like I'm disappointed in how we supposed to be good, but we ain't. But then also I talk about it in a different way, like I'm rocking with you. So I got different vibes on there that I feel like you can just, if you don't like this, and you gonna like that one.
Okay, and then anything that you want to, I guess kind of like a foreshadow for yourself. So like if you look back on this video, something that is not necessarily happening right now, but like say if you look back on this video a year from now, you'll be like, I said that. I manifested that.
Every single thing. I got my foot on their throat. It's over from this point forward. We not playing. Anything that you was looking forward to have, I actually prayed to God when I was young. Like I hope everybody actually win before me, because when it's my turn, it's up. We up. We going out strong. Like, and if I look at this 3 years from now, if I look at this 1 year from now, because it's gonna happen that fast, we can mark that with a Sharpie. So pretty much we up from this point on.
Okay. You kind of fell off on your grades, so that made you have to stop playing basketball.
No, it was football.
Oh, football. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like I said, grades ended up slipping a little bit, and it wasn't even for a long period of time. It was like, and it wasn't even on the report card. It was like in the middle of a period, my folks seen it, but then my coach seen it too. He was just like, yo, I gotta sit you down, bro, like for these next few games, bro, like until you get that right. By then I was just like, all right, bro, if I gotta sit down, bro, I don't even like forget the rest of the season, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't necessarily just wanting to play football. My uncle really like was just like, bro, play. Like I said, I wanted to hoop anyway. But with that happening, it was like I seen what was going on. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't like being talked to too much about what I'm doing wrong. So I made sure I jumped on that. And then I just started, like I said, really seeing what was real and what wasn't, as far as people's opinions about what you're doing out here. You know, as far as in school, how you moving, how you look, what you think about, what's your mindset or anything that's like that, you know, it's like.
You were saying how, as far as people's opinions on what you're doing, you could tell what was real and what was not. Just elaborate on that. What was real and what was not, or like what made you start understanding that?
See, so it was like just the way that people would like act around each other, like, or when they're alone with you or things of that nature. I seen people's vibes and how it changed. Like it depends on who they was around, when they was around them, and what was going on, depending on like what type of mood they was in or how deep they was effing with you at that time. So me, it was like I started seeing like, and I started separating myself from people that was like changing for the moment, you know, instead of being like just this way, just amongst everybody and not like giving or take. I seen a lot of people get, like I said, made fun of. By this time, like, you know what I mean, in school, I started by then really coming across some money, like, you know what I'm saying, like doing different things or whatever. So I started really looking at people like, bro, yeah, they might be quiet or whatever or not having, but they cool too. Like, we can't just try to box them out because they may not be having. Your mama doing for you. So you can't just, you know what I mean, put them out because their parents ain't doing for them. So start really evaluating things of that nature, man, and just like, we gotta do better than this. And I was like, I can't get caught up thinking like them. Because I eventually started seeing like them getting locked up, this and that, people turning into followers. Before you know it, they're in alternative schools doing this and that. And then they mama on their case. And later on, when I ran into them in the real world, they were just like, dang, bro, you doing your thing, man. I wish I had to just ... whatever that was. And I'm like, I just seen a lot of stuff ahead of time.
And you said you almost went to college, but
so everything was going good, great. And then, like I said, while I was in school, I was also working too. I was working, and then, you know, my mama, she ended up calling us, telling us that she wants to come by the house or whatever, and, you know what I mean, had that conversation. Doctor had told her pretty much, you got to get surgery, but you can't work or anything like that. So with them saying that, it was like me and my brother got to be the ones to be doing for her, because we was the ones staying in the house. My sister, she moved out super early, you know, from just things just going on in her life. And before I know it, sure, we the ones paying the bills. You know, then she ended up actually moving out with her boyfriend, so it was just me and my brother while I was still in school doing our thing. And you know what I'm saying, like, we were just handling everything from there. But then my sister, she ended up getting pregnant and almost passing while she was like, while she was pregnant with my niece. And with that happening, it was like real tough. Like, I was just depressed. You know what I mean? Everything going on. A lot of people counted her out, actually, doctors and all. So, I mean, with them counting her out, I was the only person that was like, just really like, bro, what you mean, bro? Like, I know she a strong individual. Like, that's a strong soul type of individual. She been through a lot too. So with me knowing that, I'm like, she ain't finna let like this situation just take her out like that. I know her better than that. And I mean, so as we went through that, it was to the point of people counting her out that people start looking up different funeral arrangements and shit like that. So it was like you was counted out, like, yeah.
So she good now?
Yeah, she good now.
Okay, good.
Live, walking around.
And she had the baby successfully, healthy?
Yup. She got my nephew and my niece. Shout out to them too. They my motivation. They a big part of my motivation, because I want to make sure that we can make a difference and change, because I'm the first person to graduate high school, things of that nature. I want them to be able to do the same. You know, that's also why I stayed in school while I was rapping too, because I know my mama wanted me to do that when I could have left after I started running into other folks and doing all this and that. But nobody made that accomplishment, and I was like, it's possible. Let alone, I honestly felt like it was easy.
Right, definitely. And you said you was like paying the bills. What was your high school job while you was taking care of home still in high school?
I changed a few. I was working at a bank. That's when I first got my first call. I said I was smart too at the same time. So I ended up scoring like an internship for the Dallas Mayor's intern program. And as I was doing that, there was actually a paid intern. So that's how I was like, you know what I mean, first getting some money and stuff like that. And just able to do that. And then I did fast food.
What was your fast food job?
We ain't gonna get on there. I ain't giving no free promo. They better pay me.
You gotta let the people know. Somebody might be working there right now.
But listen, any fast food, just any fast food. I ain't working all of them, but I'm just saying, I ain't giving them no free promo. I need that check. Okay. We need that check. They gonna charge me.
Okay, cool.
So of course, it's Too Official, FON, a bloodline. That's what we represent, family or nothing specifically. With that being said, Locked In Forever is available on all platforms. Whatever you can search and look up, of course, is there. You just punch it in. You can punch it in Too Official or Locked In Forever. Follow me on all social media, as far as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Too Official, FON with the number 2. Too Official, then FON for family or nothing. Let's get it.
Too Official.